I'll be honest, I don't know that I've ever seen this, and I don't know how this
can
be a ground rule double.
I don't know how it's scored, and I don't know how you place the base runner. I know that there is umpire's discretion that comes into play here. They're going to conference on this with New York.
They have to.
Well, I definitely understand why fans get so confused on plays like this, but it's because of inaccurate rules knowledge coming from your favorite announcer. This can only be a ground rule double, and there's virtually no umpire discretion that can be used here. Do me a favor, tag Matt Veskursian and John Smoltz wherever you follow them on social so they know the rule for next time.
Diaz runs. Kiermaier sends a ball into right center field. That's trouble. And that one's off the base of the wall. Diaz coming around to score. Kiermaier to third. The Rays have taken the lead.
They're saying that's going to be a double.
First off, a ball hitting the wall is the same as it hitting the ground. And the rule we'll be referencing during this video is 505A, numbers 6 and 8. Two different kinds of ground rule double.
They're going to take a look.
That hit the top of the wall and go over?
They're not only going to look at that. Isn't it umpire's discretion as to where to place the base runner?
Only if you deem this an intentional act by Renfroe, but I'll get to that in a second. You can see the Tampa Bay dugout here, and this is common at every level. Players often argue different aspects of a play as if it should play a part in the correct ruling. Announcers often spread that same misinformation down to you, the fans, causing even more misinformed arguments at the youth, high school, and college levels.
It's an unbelievable break. It's being discussed now with Kevin Cash, the fact that it hit Renfroe and bounced over the wall.
And if you as an umpire deem that Renfroe intentionally deflected this ball over the wall to save a run, you can award 2 bases from the time of the deflection instead of the time of the pitch.
I'll be honest, I don't know that I've ever seen this, and I don't know how this
can
be a ground rule double.
I don't know how it's scored, and I don't know how you place the base runner. I know that there is umpire's discretion that comes into play here. They're going to conference on this with New York.
They have to. Because a ball that bounces without anybody touching it, or let's say a fan touches it, it's automatic ground rule double. It's like if you turn a fly ball and hits your head and goes over the wall, it's a homer. But I don't know that that could apply with a ball that hits the wall, comes back, hits you, and then goes over the wall.
Well, it does apply in a way, because in both cases the deflection off a fielder doesn't change the status of the ball. Just as the fly ball off Jose Canseco's head remains in flight, a ball off the wall, ground, or both in this case, is still a ground rule double if it hops over the fence.
All right, here we go. And they're saying it's a double. Are they going to put Diaz back on base?
That is amazing break.
They are. Oh, my goodness.
That could be one of the greatest breaks in postseason ever.
Well, there'll be a new rule about that next year, I guarantee you. I mean, if that's what cost the Tampa Bay Rays their postseason.
Well, that's called wild speculation, not a guarantee. This is highly unlikely.
It is a ground rule double, and Diaz is being put back on base.
And a ball off the ground should never be anything other than a ground rule double. In the extremely rare situation of a ball glancing off a fielder, doesn't need a rule change simply because it happened in a high-profile game. An unlucky bounce is an unlucky bounce. Simple as that.
Wow. I mean, you think you've seen a lot of things.
I've never seen that.
The last question I'm sure you're all curious about.
Never seen it.
What the heck is crypto umps? Well, my rough draft for crypto umps is to create a community of NFT holders with varying levels of rules knowledge from Little League to Major League Baseball. For our umpires and NFT holders who will contribute content to different social media platforms, they'll take home the lion's share of its resulting income, all while helping educate coaches, players, fans, and definitely announcers.